Good morning, kings and queens. Welcome to January 3rd. January 3rd, first video of the year. Looking forward to life. Today we're going to go over some crypto news and just general feel for what I think 2022 is going to bring and what I'm doing to get it started. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Alright, I need some of my live links. That's what I need to do. Feels weird getting back into the flow after all the holiday stuff. Let's see. Alright. So I'm going to send out my link real quick to anybody and everybody who wants to watch. But everything right now in the crypto space is basically still exactly sideways as it was yesterday. Excuse me. What? Oh, it's playing with this toy. Alright. Good morning, Mom. Let's see. I just woke up like 15 minutes ago, so I'm a little behind. But I don't like trying to go late. I'm trying to stay on time. Got to get my link sent out there. For anyone else who is watching, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about what's going on in the market or possibilities and all that fun stuff, feel free to drop a chat. There's the link. Try to do two things at once. So recently, not gonna lie, sold some of my Cardano. Moved some of it into Bitcoin, moved some of it into another smaller cap crypto. And I didn't sell all of it, I just sold some of it. Still got more. Alright. Come on, Michael. Go. It's not even that I'm not awake. Whatever. I'm going to get on with the video. I don't care about the link right now. See you later. So, everything that I'm seeing is basically the same exact that it was yesterday. For pretty much the entire day. Bitcoin's within dollars from where it was. Same thing with Ethereum, Binance, $5 more or less. Solana, same thing. Everything is riding sideways from yesterday. Terra's up $4-ish. When I last looked at it. DOT is about the same. I mean, it was at 32 yesterday, so it's starting to come back up, but it did go back down to 29, so it looks like it's at 30 now. Didn't want to go forward. Let's see. AVIX still basically flat. Don't care about those two. Lost a couple dollars in Polygon. Not locked in, just over the last day. Or cents, a couple cents, it looks like. Yeah, there's really not that much entertainment. Oh, hey. Over 20, I mean, it was just at 22 the other day, so that's not even that exciting. Is there anything exciting going on right now? I mean, I guess Cosmos is. Cosmos looks like it's on a different trend than the others. That's Atom. It's basically a layer one. It's trying to do, or it's similar to DOT, as far as how the ecosystem is. And I think they're going to be adding games on there too soon, if I remember correctly. now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's that. That's pretty boring. Let's check out stocks. So this one I am down from my entry, but it doesn't. I don't mind. This is a swing trade. So that 20-cent gap, I'm not worried about it because it's uranium. It's not something that's going to go away. And you can see over here is at $4. Back here it's at $5 somewhere. Yeah, around here. I think it taps like close to 6. Yeah, close to 6. So 550, 578. So I'm not worried about it not coming back. But obviously, it's nice when things are going up. Let's see, markets, screener. There's markets. Yeah, so Tesla, not to say what probably everyone else is going to be saying today, but they had a nice car delivery or report because of their car delivery, so I'm not surprised to see that big bar for the volume. RSI turning around, the MACD is probably going to shallow out and come back up. So, if you are into Tesla and don't mind getting it over $1,000, could be a good time to do your own research. Verizon down, AT&T down a bit, T-Mobile basically sideways. Yeah, so looks like stocks are pretty much the same as crypto still. Give it another week or two and things might pick up, I think. Not even a week or two, another couple of days. It's just the beginning of the new year, and this will be the first day open, so it wouldn't even surprise me to see this market kind of skyrocket as soon as it turns on, or as soon as it gets open. Let's see, Lunar Crush. What do the people, what are the people looking at? Not really surprised to see Sushi Swap up here because they've been taking such a hard hit, so it makes them more appealing as far as price entry. Elron, that's not a bad price if you're looking for it once it picks up momentum again. Don't know too much about Ravencoin. Chainlink, we already talked about that. I think this is more on the top just because it's being talked about, but at the same time, it has hit like I think $30, $40, so could still be good entry. Ooh, excuse me. I'm all out of sorts this morning. No, I didn't get super drunk on New Year's. Sober as a bone. A bone that's sober. Like in a sober person's body. Oh, I don't have any of my lighting turned on. Hold on a sec. I'm wondering why it's so dark in here. This stuff opened up. There we go. That should be better. ICP, that's like half off from near its high. I mean, maybe not as high, but from what it's been sitting at. It's been sitting at around $50 a couple of weeks ago. Oh, excuse me. Tezos always seems to go back into the $4 range. Don't know why. Sold my my Harmony. I think it was like 40-50% gains mostly. It's probably gonna be more than that, but I'm just trying to get prepared for this year, and like I said, I'm consolidating, kind of getting everything shifted around. Let's see. There's really nothing interesting going on this morning as far as action. And the news, there hasn't been much news in the last couple of days that I've done a post. So I have some news. as of yesterday, there wasn't much up. There's more this morning. Let's see. OBS is looking good. Oops, didn't mean to close that. Put that open. No, not that. That. Alright, cool. See the whale activity. Look at that. Yeah, no one's been doing anything the last couple of days. I'm not really surprised. It's the weekend too, but like, damn. What? Well, SHIB moved up as the biggest holder. Or maybe it was there. FTX token, I know that's moved up. Gala, the percentage went way up. CRO percentage went way up. Sand percentage went up. I can't remember if that's up or down. Okay, so things here have started shifting. This time? So this is a exchange token. This is an exchange token. Any other exchange tokens? Right now, all I'm doing is looking for trends, seeing if I see anything that's a pattern as far as what's being held. This is a meme. Now, SHIB did just have some news where they're doing DAOs, so you'll be able to have voting rights for what goes on with their exchange, and they're also trying to have some mitigations to stop whales from manipulating the market to get more rewards than everybody else and snuffing people out and taking over voting. And they're going to be doing it out in phase. I'll be going over that in a minute. But I'm wondering if that's why SHIB's in the front right now. Like another minute until the market opens. Let's go over there. Change percentage. I like percentage better. Anything interesting up here? I see a couple of things, but nothing that really pops out at me right away in the recent pre-market gainers or pre-market open. Got 1 minute left. Or no. Come on, stop. There you go. Alright, market's open. It'll take a couple seconds for it to reflect on here a little bit more accurately. Oh, no. I guess it just lags on the market's page. This is going. American Airlines. What else we got up here? Is this my name? There we go. Okay, let's see markets, because I know this is going to shift around. Change up for me. Show me some. Now, once I get into the news, some of the stuff that we'll be talking about is Metaverse related. Some of it's stock related. But as usual, we're going to go with the flow. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer them as soon as possible. Uranium is up 1.94% on the day. Let's see. I like uranium. Alright, you are taking too long, so let's go over here. Sometimes crypto will start moving around the same time just because the traders are awake and the traders will trade both. And not everyone is using actual crypto platforms. Some people are still using stock platforms to trade crypto. No, it's still dead. Still dead. I can't remember where I pulled up Twitter. Oh, well. Let's get into the news. Long screen. This is probably going to be a shorter video than usual, by the way. Alright, so here, this is talking about Engine and Metaverse. I think Metaverse is here to stay. I know the Metaverse is here to stay. There's a lot of projects that are coming out to really integrate real life and Metaverse life, in effect, or in essence. And Engine is a big leader in that. So Engine, they're not one specific game. They're more of a platform that kind of has a, I don't want to say umbrella, but they have a reach across different projects. So if you, or with Engine, you can mint your own in-game items, NFTs. So if you want to sell some of those things, you could do that too. And it can work across different games that are linked together with Engine. So basically you have things like Sandbox, that's one game right now. You have Star Atlas, which is one game right now. Well, Engine, if it were, let's just say in theory, talking to them, you could make in-game items on Engine and still be able to use them in the other spaces, or sell them through the other spaces. So this is just talking about the chart, how it looks like it's hey, it could be hitting some new highs coming soon, especially with the talk of Metaverse, everything building up more and more. This is the chart. I think they were talking is forming a cup and handle. I don't know if I really agree that this is a cup and handle. I mean, the general shape seems like it, but this W and how high that peak is right in the middle of it, that kind of throws me off. So maybe it's a cup and handle, but I think it could be the start of either something else or just not really a pattern at all. Because whenever I see things that are cup and handles and they have that big hump in there, it's kind of like 50-50 that it seems like it plays out like we want it to, and that is already 50-50. And on the daily chart, it's got that pullback, but they have some pretty good levels that they're looking for. Let me see where I can find them. There they are. So right now we're around the 280. It's saying point of control because that's where it's been sitting for a while. But this project has gone from, I think it was like 15 cents in the beginning of 2021. I know they mentioned it up here somewhere. It was at like 15 cents in the beginning of the year. Super, super low. Yeah, 14 cents. And it peaked at like close to $5, I believe it was. And down here you can see that it has a couple of resistance, key points of resistance that they're looking at. They're looking at 320, 353, and then you can see the targets here or over $4. So yeah, November high. I expect it to at least hit this. I don't know time frame, obviously, but these two, they're going to be coming, pretty sure. But unless the market starts moving, all of it's going to stay sideways. Come on, laptop. Shiba Inu announces its first DAO. I don't like meme coins. I made money on meme coins, and I still don't like meme coins. They're, you know what, Shiba Inu is saying they're trying to do something different. Me personally, I think that all meme coins are complete trash, and I think they need to get off the market and stop BSing us. I mean, just reading this sounds like a complete joke. Number one, they're just mimicking Doge as far as a name. They wanted a cute dog name. They basically got a dog that looks the same as it's a Shiba Inu. Like, it's the Doge icon, you know what I mean? And then they go and build a DEX called the Shiba Swap. Happy for them. Good. Glad you're doing something. They have their own wallet and whatnot. They say that this DAO that they're coming out with now, just like, look at the names they're coming out with. Doggy DAO. It's like, yeah, that's cute. And then they actually have like a wolf token, and you're staking T-bones. I'm like, come on, guy. I can't. Like, reading this was hard for me. It was actually painful. Like, I'm happy that people are making money, but I can't believe that people are taking this thing seriously. It's insane. So a DAO is a decentralized, autonomous, I think organization is the O, if I'm not mistaken. But basically what they're doing is, it's like you can think of it like a crypto index. So they'll take a bunch of different projects and all that other stuff and put them together. Or they put a project into a DAO or make a DAO around a project and then allow people to buy into the DAO to have certain rights or powers or whatever. It's a way of owning one or multiple things in fractions. So if you wanted to do like fractional shares of something or fractional shares of a project that's not really trading, they would make a DAO around it probably. So DAOs, I do think are going to be big coming forward in 2022 or starting in 2020. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Shiba Inu's original mission was to be decentralized, but still be effectively a meme coin with real stuff on it. So what this is doing is this is going to be giving more power to the community, the Shiba Inu community. So if you have SHIB, you'll be able to get access to this stuff. And then you'll have voting rights on what happens as far as the coins that are listed onto the exchange, what happens next with SHIB, how the DEX works. And yeah, so it's Doggy DAO. It's the first DAO. They're going to be doing it in phases. So first step, reaching the community or oriented decisions come from the beta version of Doggy DAO, and we'll focus on the community. Yeah, so community voting. Okay, so it's going to community first, but community voting, I already mentioned that. I believe it's T-Bone. The process of casting votes relies on the governance token Bone, and when staked, users get T-Bone, which can then be used to cast votes. How ridiculous does that sound? I don't even, like, it's probably, honestly, this to me looks like someone was just trying to do a money grab, so they made this thing, and then they're like, oh, let's build a real project around it. Why do I say that? Because I've heard people talking like that. It's very shiesty. So once T-Bone is acquired by all users, then they'll have the voting power. That's when they'll be able to start their practices, I guess. And they'll be available for the official wolf pools. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry I'm reading this to you guys. So they want to have top 50 liquidity volume pairs, 30 pairs that will appear in the official wolf pools. This is basically just how it's starting out. And the pairings will be showed for 14 days, and then it'll happen again, basically. That way, the voting is continually going on. This is what it's sounding like to me from this article. The voting will continually be going on so that things will be managed by the community, more or less, at all times. Or 14 every 2 weeks. They're going to observe community feedback to make sure the fairness, security, and utility is going the way that they want it to. They want to make sure, like I said, that people aren't getting taken advantage of in this market as far as big whales coming in and buying up millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or selling hundreds of thousands of dollars and moving it, or staking hundreds of thousands of dollars, getting this wolf and T-bone and grilling it up and eating it. I feel ridiculous saying that. I mean, that was ridiculous, but you know what I mean. So they're going to be releasing this in phases so that as the community feedback comes in, as they watch how the project is being interacted with, how it's rolling out and all, they'll be able to mitigate what happens and how the voting is, I guess, weighted in a sense. Because they, like I said, they want to make sure that whales aren't just coming in, buying the whole entire market, staking, and not letting any of the people who are buying shit because it's cheap get ROI or value. I still think it's all ridiculous. At least meme coins, that is. I don't hold any meme coins. I'm not even that guy who's like, oh, ship sucks, and I have like a little bag. I sold all mine. And it's all under from what I even bought it at, too, at this point. Or at least the last time I bought it. Last time I bought and sold. But I'm not. I have, until I either have money I'm really ready to throw away, like a good sum of money to throw away. I'm not playing these meme coins with pennies and cents anymore. It's just dumb. I mean, maybe not. You do you. You do you. Not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, so here they're talking about 3 potential coins that could be moving in 2022. This one is the first time I'm actually hearing about it. But I read it yesterday. It's Aragon. I'll have to kind of skip this to remember exactly what it was about once the words populate. Where are my words? Maybe it says it up here. Everyone wants to be multi, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, those aren't words. Where are my words? Here are the words. This first one is consolidation pullback, squeeze indicator. I did look up what this did. I just can't remember now, to be honest with you. But there you go. ANT is the ticker. That's one of the ones that they're saying look out for 2022. Resistance zone is $15. When I looked yesterday, it was at like $13.50. Resistance $14, $15. Support is at $10. Price target, they're saying the first price target was like $1 from what it was yesterday, a few dollars from the other day, and then $5 from that. I mean, that's cool. If you're looking for like gains in the market, I don't know if this is what you want to be going into, but if you research this project and you like it, go ahead, hodl all you want, do your own research. Gala is another one. This is one that's in gaming also. They're not a singular game, but I'm not going to try and explain exactly what they do. My Metaverse info is kind of all blended up together, so when I do speak about it more later, it will be more general. Starting to piece it away, but you know what I mean. So Gala's been one that's made a lot of people money. It's been on a lot of people's radar. As we saw on the whale watch, it's still in a lot of whales' pockets or whale stats. So right here, it's 4.6. I mean, that's pretty substantial. If 4.6, if it's 4%, you know what I'm saying. So right now it is around 45 cents, I believe it was. So the support is around 42 cents, and I've seen that. It's been bouncing off of like 40, 42 for a good while. Has resistance around 46. It's pretty entertaining because it'll like start to run up and then it just pauses when it gets to above 45. Another resistance at 60, 67. I've only seen it go there, I think, once, maybe twice. And then price targets 86 cents, $1, $1.19. So I do think that over the long term, as far as when I say long term in crypto, it could be like 6 months to a year. I'm not talking 5, 6 years, 10 years like in stocks, 20 years like in stocks. I'm talking like pretty quick. So Gala, I do think can hit these price targets. I do think it can happen within the next few months. So long term in crypto. And I think it can surpass that too. Gala is one that's being talked about a lot by the talking heads. And I'm the talking head and shoulders. Hopefully inverse head and shoulders. And so I do think Gala is going to be here to stay. It has its arms or hands in a lot of different gaming things. It's more of one of those umbrella projects as well, not just singular to one game. Theta Network, bullish on Theta. I keep trying to figure out how to stream on there. Haven't figured it out quite yet, but I will. And it might also just be because I don't have enough equipment as far as cameras and stuff to be able to do it on more than one device. So it's a decentralized video streaming network that's based on the blockchain, obviously decentralized. So as you're watching or as you're looking at this now, let me just say, I originally entered Theta at about $4. If you know where it's at now, it's at about $4. So if you're on Theta, you can get rewarded in T-Fuel. That's their native token. I don't see that anywhere mentioned in here, but there you go. There's a little tidbit. So when you go into Theta, you can download the node. Do I have it on here? There's Theta Edge node and there's Theta Guardian node. I think the Edge node is for us smaller people, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Guardian node is where you can stake and you need like 10,000 Theta or something like that to start. I don't have 10,000 Theta. It's like $40,000. But once you do that, you can start watching videos and everything. You can get some T-Fuel, transfer that over to your Theta wallet. Also, it'll be connected to the Theta network. As you're watching the videos, you like what you see, go ahead and drop the T-Fuel. It's sort of like in Brave, how you have BAT. You can tip people in BAT, Basic Asset Token, BAT. So what they're saying here is just, again, support resistances, yada, yada. It's hit $13, $14 before, so I'm not expecting it to stay under when this bull market comes in, because it's a working project. They're doing good. I go on there, the streams, they get clearer and clearer every time, and I see more and more available as I go on there. So support zone right now is around $3.38. I have a few of them. I think I have and now when I say I have small accounts, I have small accounts. I have I think 10 Theta locked away that I'm not touching because I'm very bullish on it. I have 10 that I'm trading. Maybe it's 20 or 30. I don't remember, but it's more than what's in my current exchange. Point of control, 657. Oh, they're just saying what color the resistance line was, or what the moving average was. So 68 or $6.80. I'm actually surprised it's not over $6 now. I think it's just because of the way the market is going, and I don't think enough people or understand what Theta is outside of blockchain. And that's the thing that I'm going to talk about a little bit too, is decentralized social media, because I think that once more people understand what decentralized social media is and they can use it without the friction of understanding that it's still on the blockchain, I think we'll have a better adoption or quicker adoption with a lot of these projects. And then once that happens, this is going to be over like $15, $16 at all times, I believe. But again, we're at Theta. We're at I think it's like $4 and change right now. They're top 20 tokens, so it shouldn't be taking me long to find. Oh, they're not top 20 anymore. Just kidding. There we are. Top 40. So $4.83 right now. So I mean, it's a good project. I'm a fan of it. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. See if my video doesn't get muted or taken down or something. But it would be theta.tv is where you're going to be going if you want to watch some Theta TV. Yeah. So this is basically what it looks like now. The buffering that you see, anytime you see buffering on my computer, let me just emphasize that is because my computer is getting old. It is not because of these websites. But here you go. You got people on here, educational stuff. You can see NASA's a part of it. Right here you see this little thing. That's the T-Fuel. So you can earn while you're watching, and you can tip also, or reward others. And I believe T-Fuel is what you get for staking too. But I mean, there you go. There's a lot of different videos on here. It is mostly gaming, crypto, and I'll just say more forward-thinking minds right now, like NASA, like people who are maybe not in crypto, but they're in tech and big stuff like that. So I'm very bullish on Theta Network. Let me see. Let's go back here. kind of just stayed on this site when I was doing my research the other day because there was really no one was really talking about anything. Yeah, I was lucky to get the Uniswap airdrop, thankfully. But this is basically just explaining some of the TA. One of the most discussed cryptos in 2021, it is a decentralized exchange, a DEX. So if you ever hear DEX, it's just decentralized exchange. And they have a whole lot of different pairings. I think it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, for day-to-day trading. Or not trading, day-to-day. It's the most transactions day-to-day for decentralized exchanges. Let me not use the word trading when talking about Uniswap. I would not use Uniswap for quick trading if we're talking like day trades, but not financial advice either. So yeah, that's all they're saying. $1 million. Its increase is crazy. So it had a peak of $44 over in May. Wish I had sold, but it is what it is. I was too diamond hand mentality. Let me just say I'm no longer a diamond hand mentality. I barely really even feel like I want to diamond hand my Bitcoin when the market starts to tank, but I don't know. It's not because I'm not bullish, but just because I want more Bitcoin. Let's see. It hit a support at about $13, $12. That was a little tough to see, but hey, I got the airdrop, so technically it's all free, or house money for me. The weekly looking like a dump, but I'm bullish on this overall. This is basically just talking about some of the chart stuff. I mean, this is a TA article, and then I'm just getting down to kind of skimming over the patterns and stuff, but getting down to the bottom. Actually, let me hang out up on this one. So Uniswap, when you're on Uniswap, basically it's the same thing as any other decentralized exchange. If you don't know what a decentralized exchange is, effectively what you do is you have a wallet like MetaMask or Coinbase wallet, Trust Wallet, things like that. Actually, I don't know if Trust Wallet works with them, but I know MetaMask and Coinbase Wallet do. So you can use I think Wallet Connect too. So if you have any of those wallets and you want to buy a token that is not on any other exchange, and the reason it's probably on Uniswap is because it's a decentralized exchange, what they do is they have effectively conversations with different companies, or not companies, different projects that are going to be coming out, rolling out tokens and whatnot. And depending on how much liquidity is provided when the token is going to be dropped, they will release it or they'll put it on Uniswap. It'll often go on to Uniswap first because there's not as much governance or regulation from the government. So if most of these meme coins started on Uniswap, let's put it that way. They were just projects that were being tested out, and then once they actually took or became more real, then they get adopted and put onto other exchanges. But Uniswap is oftentimes like the verification network. PancakeSwap is another one. 1inch is another one. So those are a couple of other places that you could go that are decentralized also. And typically, if you do that, you'll be way early in tokens or cryptos. Let's see. Let's get some targets. I did not talk about as much Metaverse stuff as I want. We still got like 15 minutes. I guess this video is going to be normal length. So point of control, $25. Oh, this is weird. It's like they flipped it compared to what they did before. So let me start here. Support is at $14.25. You got another support at $16.90. And they're saying $14.25, I believe, because we just got out of that like $12, $11 support. $16.90 is where it was for a good while, more than $14. So I think once we get over here again and hold, we'll stay there. Or I should say we are over that again. I think we're in the $18 range now. So we're looking at 2022 and 25. I highly believe that this is going to be going 30s, 40s, just like it did before. The biggest thing that could hold this back is government regulations, regulations. Uniswap, because of their token Uni, which is what we're talking about right now, I guess I should have mentioned that. UNI is the token that I've been talking about this whole time. It's the Uniswap token. They were, I don't remember if I should say accused of being a security or if they said that they were going to be looked at, but I was reading some news before and they were going through a little bit of talks of some rocky stuff. But it dipped very low when that happened for a time, so that's probably right there. It's picked up since then. I haven't heard much news about that. I don't really think that anything's going to come of it. I think the government is really just trying to flex. I think they're scared. Not going to be that guy, but you know what I mean. I feel like there's one other thing I wanted to bring up before. Not going to get into all that. Maybe that's why Chainlink's going up. Staking is coming to Chainlink. Actually, let's click on that real quick. Chainlink could be colossal. I think we all know that. Staking is coming to Chainlink in 2022. 2022 is called presentation. Search announcement now. Announces that multiple Chainlink Oracle networks are now profitable, and therefore he thinks it is the right time to launch staking, which will happen this year. That's pretty cool. It's good to know Chainlink. So for Chainlink, Link is the ticker for it. You can get this on most exchanges, even centralized. It's a pretty popular token. It's been around for a good while. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not reading that now, obviously. Let's go to the market. Apple's still in the lead. Oh, look, uranium came up. UEC up 10%. Let's see what my 30 cents did. That put me in the money. I think it did. Yep, put me in the money. So before the market opened, we were at $3.33. Ooh, look at that gap. Wow. So in stock terms, when something gaps up, it means that something like this happened. And oftentimes happens pre-market to market open. So pre-market, you see that it was down, and then when the market opened, it skyrocketed, which means that people had orders in, and when they were getting filled, they were just, or when people had orders in at whatever pre-market ask was, or if it bid, I always get them mixed up, but whatever the selling number or buying number is. And then when the market opens, the orders start to get clipped, but they'll get clipped at whatever the market says that it is. So oftentimes you'll see a big gap. And the more orders that are in, the more you'll see the gap, or the steeper you'll see that gap line. So right here you can see it looked like people were like, oh, I'm pretty bullish on uranium. I'm going to get some orders in. So they started putting some orders in either really early or before market open. And then some people took profit from that because it shot them up so high. But obviously you can see that more people are a fan of the project or believe in the project or company, or maybe even just see that as a good chart to trade. So they're pushing it up. So I could cash out right now for whatever that is. Is that 5%? But not going to. 5% is very low. And this is, I won't say long term, but it's more long term for me. I have some long term holdings like this. Let's see the watch list. Yep. So that's the best one so far today. Tesla is next. Wow, got another $100 on Tesla. Not surprised. I don't know what that is. I have some of these in here because I keep meaning to look them up, and I just keep forgetting. Where's my? Oh. Lindsay's 750. Been talking about that. It was even in it was like 620 last week. Very bullish on rare earth metals or rare earths, which that's what this is right here. American Airline, you got 1875. Six Flags was one I've been talking about recently, just because it's a place that I've been going for most of my life, and it's at $44. It was at like 36 or so. Just saw MicroStrategy. That's not really up that much. Like I said before, anything that tracks crypto is kind of going to be the same as Do I not have AT&T on my watch list? Oh, there it is. 2520. Oh, I'm in the money. Oh yeah, let me check my other computer where I do more of my trading. Just got so hungry. Oh, before I chime off, I know I didn't talk Metaverse today. I'll get into that tomorrow. This is because it's I want to go in depth with it, so I do apologize about that. I will say real quick, Meta. If you go on YouTube, Meta has come up with, I guess, a prototype or a showing of what their new VR gloves will look like, and that's sort of the realm of what I'll be talking about tomorrow with the Metaverse. But but Metaverse is not going anywhere. There's also another project that is just starting to come out or going to be released soon. It's an NFT. It's called C01, if I'm not mistaken, and it was started by some like big name fashion people. I'm not into fashion, not like some other people I know. I got a cousin who's really into fashion, but me, not so much. But I know it's a big industry, and I know there's a lot of money in the industry. So, so I am going to be looking at that project, or keep my eye on that project as it starts to come about. And then just generally, and the other big thing I wanted to say is you got to go onto YouTube, check out Alex Becker's video about how to make real games in crypto. I think it might be called like how to make money or how to make your own money in crypto or gaming tokens. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like a 45-minute video. Very worth it to go watch. He goes into his whole strategy of how he picks his coins and all that stuff. So I was going to do the same thing today. Kind of forgot how long it takes me to go over like 4 or 5 pages of news. So we're getting better. For our sake, consistency is key. But if you want to support this channel, there are a few different ways to do that. I have links in the description below that are referral links. So crypto.com is one of them. Forged Favors of Brave. If you are early in crypto, I believe that you are Brave. Matt Damon did a commercial for them. You can connect them to your so they have a routing and account number that you can use, so you can effectively make them your bank. So when I was working normal job, I was getting paid my direct deposit into my crypto.com account. It's only the NFT space you can use on desktop, but the exchange is mobile device only. So like this is what it looks like when you're on mobile. When I was getting paid with my direct deposit, it was kind of nice because I only had like a grand in here of crypto, and then every so often you see like another grand get thrown in there or more, depending on the pay. And they have a couple of different popular ones that you can trade, and this is where we are. Okay, so when you get onto their site, or if you click that link and you stake any of the CRO, or when they ask if you want to get a card, I got to do tutorials on this stuff, or I know there are tutorials out there, but these cards, they each have a different percentage of what you can get in rewards. I believe is the green one. I think it's the red one. I think it's a ruby card. Is the lowest one, the lower barrier entry right now. If you have a regular blue card, if you have a regular blue card, it's going to give you 1% CRO back, and you get a couple other perks here and there. The ruby gets you a little bit more. I believe you have to stake like 600 CRO. So Crow, like you see right here, is a native token for Crypto.com, and they're doing a lot of things that Binance is doing, or like what Binance has been doing. Which that is one thing that Alex Becker talks about in his video when we go to compare our stocks and like how we're doing our picks. Typically, anyone who's investing in crypto is going to look at another coin that has done similar things, and they're going to say, hey, this has gone to here. Maybe this is the path that CRO is going to take, or X coin is going to take also. So as you can see, Binance coin, the market cap, $88 billion market cap. CRO, I thought it cracked top 10. No, did it? Okay. CRO, 16, $14 billion. So that's what, 7x increase. So if we did that 7x increase, we're looking at what, $3.50 roughly. So that's one of the ways that we kind of see if a crypto has potential, or what the potential could potentially be, or could be. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's like SHIB, because they're actually ahead of SHIB by a lot, and I don't understand why SHIB is ahead of them in market cap, but it is what it is, because people are dumb. So CRO, they're at Exchange. They also have an NFT exchange that they just opened up, or NFT platform that they just opened up as well. They bought the naming rights at the Staples Center, so now they are Crypto.com Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. And just their advertising, marketing, and how they are with their community reminds me a lot of what Binance was in the beginning. I will mention this again because I'm always kicking myself in the butt for not the tokens that I missed out on necessarily, but yes, the tokens I missed out on. This was at $17 when I first saw it. It's at $529. Not saying that CRO is going to $529, but if it goes from 5 cents to $3.50, I'm still a very happy person. And then just because Uniswap is here, I'll mention that real quick. As you can see, it's already at one of those key supports, or above one of the key supports of $16-ish, and it's at $18 now. So I think it usually floats around like 18, more than anything, $18, $19. And then back. So that's one way. There's a link in the description for Crypto.com if you want to support me that way. If you want to support me by trying Coinbase, you can do that as well. The reason I have these two on here is because they're the least barrier entry, I believe, for getting into cryptos. If you're in New York, I think Gemini is the one you want to go with. I have a Gemini account. I don't think I've ever actually used it. BlockFi, you know what? That's another good point. When you're in crypto and you don't think you've done something before, go and check, because you might have some money in there. I've done that too. BlockFi is another one. Now, if you're someone who is just getting into crypto, wants to hold it for the long term, this is like lifelong savings, and you don't want to touch it, don't care what the price what happens to the price, and you just want it to continue to gain interest on itself, this is where I would say go. So for anybody who is in the generation above me, potentially some people's parents who would like to get some Bitcoin, this is where I would say to get the Bitcoin and potentially hold it if it's not going to be a whole lot of Bitcoin, because it's a good way to practice and feel what the ecosystem is like. I actually got my cousin, helped my cousin set up one of these, and I sent him over some. So yeah, just so that you can feel the flow. So on this platform, you're getting interest like you, not going to say like you would at a bank, way more than you would at a bank. You get anywhere from, I think it's like I think it's 1.5 on Uni. I'm not mistaken, because Uni's on here, and then I think the highest is 8.6. I don't think they have any that are 9.5 right now. Basically, you put in 10 grand, you get out like 900 to 1,300 by the end of the year from just sitting your money in there. And it's not coming back as dollars. The rewards, or the percentage, the APY, comes back as that token. So my Bitcoin has increased since being in there. If you know compound effects, then you know what that means. You have a little bit, they give you a little bit back, that little bit gets the percentage on that back, that little bit gets more percentage on that gets more percentage on that, and that's compound interest. Continues to grow and grow and grow until you're stupid rich. So my Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Uni have been sitting in there just gaining more Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Uni. So it's kind of entertaining, because sometimes I go in there and think that I have less and there's a little bit more, because I would have just gotten my interest rewards. And then Webull is the last one. Of course, this is the one that we use to look at for stocks and all. This is not the one I use for long-term holdings, but this is what I am using right now for the $20 trading account. But if you want to support me, these are the links that I would say use. They're down in the description. I also have a new referral code for Diamond app, which is a decentralized social media, down there too. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. But with all that being said, I'm going to chime off. Hit the like button if you haven't before. Hit the subscribe, and the notification bells. I do videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:15. I'll be doing more. I'll be doing Tuesday and Thursday once I have a little bit more time. And happy trading. Happy New Year. I hope everyone stays warm and healthy. Peace.